Hello YouTube, this is Sport Chat Central, back with another video. Now, this video is on The Walking Dead, and basically it's my theory on who Negan killed. Now, this theory, I'm not sure if anyone has made a video similar to this with the same theory, but I thought I would just explain my way of thinking when it comes to figuring out who Negan killed. Now you might be wondering what this is that I have made right here. Well, this is obviously a bunch of pictures of current Walking Dead actors and previous Walking Dead actors that have either died in the show or are still alive. Now, what this theory is basically it has to do with relationships in the show. So if you go back to a long time ago in The Walking Dead, we can start by talking about Carol. She had her husband in the beginning of the series, and he died. So, and she's not even in the lineup in front of Negan, but her relationship with her husband ended because he died. So she is obviously alive. She's not going to be dead. She's not even in the line in front of Negan, but I just wanted to explain that for the purpose of my theory. If you look at Morgan, his wife died, so his relationship ended, alright? And he obviously wasn't in the lineup, but still, going by my theory, both of those relationships ended. Now, even Andrea and the governor had some sort of relationships. Both of them are dead right now, but that relationship ended. Herschel, obviously, his relationship ended. Aaron isn't even in a relationship, and he's in the line. But since he is not in a relationship, nor is he an important character, I can say with 100% confidence, and I think anyone else could say, that Aaron is definitely alive. If you look at Rick used to have a relationship with Lori. Shane had a relationship with Lori, or they had something, okay, it confused me. Now, Shane died, so that relationship ended between Lori and Shane. But Rick and Lori still had one, and this was one of the biggest relationships, right? Things were looking great when all of a sudden Lori dies. Relationship over. Alright, Carl? I guess some could say that Carl was or is in a relationship with Enid, but I don't think he is. But when you look at that, Enid did have a relationship, or some type of relationship, with the other character, the other boy. I don't know what his name is, but he died, so that relationship ended. I don't think Carl and Enid are in a relationship. Beth, she was, I don't know if you guys remember, but she had a relationship. I think it lasted 1 or 2 episodes with that one kid at the jail or whatever, and he died, so her relationship ended. Plus she's dead right now, so that's just for the purpose of the theory. And when you think about it, just think about The Walking Dead as a whole. How many relationships are left? Or how many relationships that have been relationships for a while? Alright, the only 2 major relationships are Maggie and Glenn, and Rick and Michonne. If you look at Abraham, he did have something with Rosalita, but she and him are not in a relationship right now. Sasha and Abraham are starting a relationship, it seems, but I think it's too early for that one to be a part of this theory. I still think there's a story left between Abraham and Sasha. I don't think either of them are done yet on the show, but I think The Walking Dead wants you to think it's Abraham, alright, when in reality we should be thinking about these 2, and obviously Rick and Michonne. Now we know Carl's alive, we know Rick's alive, okay? Is Michonne alive? Yeah, she's alive. She's been seen in pictures filming the season 7 season. And so we know they're alive. Even if you haven't seen the pictures, we know Carl and Rick are alive. And Michonne's obviously alive. So we have these two left, Glenn and Maggie. Now, this is basically how my theory goes. Oh wait, I forgot about Tara. She had a relationship with Denise, and Denise died, so obviously she's gonna survive. But yeah, relationships don't last in The Walking Dead. If you haven't realized by now, relationships do not last in this show. I don't care how strong the relationship is. I don't care how long it's been. They don't last. They are not indestructible, and so I don't think that Glenn or Maggie. You know what? I don't think Glenn is safe. I think Maggie. Just think about it. If you're Negan and you have these people in front of you, you have Glenn in front of you, and you have Maggie. She's pregnant. She's desperate. She has no strength left, pretty much. And Glenn looks like a psychopath. He doesn't look like a normal person. Alright, and if you haven't seen him before, you would think he was a danger to your group. So obviously you would kill Glenn. So that's my theory, that this is the strongest relationship, and I think Glenn is killed. Now that's just going off of that theory, and I know a lot of people are going to say, why would he kill Glenn? You know, the comic books, they killed Glenn, that would be too obvious, right? Wrong. It's not a guarantee that Glenn survives. You can't say Glenn survives just because he was killed in the comic books. And you can't say that, oh, if they kill Glenn off, that's a disrespect to his character. No, it's not. That's a surprise to everybody watching because everyone thinks he's safe. People think, oh, it's Abraham or it's Eugene. To me, I think if you kill Eugene or Abraham, that's weak. That's not going to make people excited. That's not going to make people shocked. I mean, it's easy to get over that. Also, if they killed Abraham, alright, it's been so long since a main character has died. When you think about it, how long has it been since a main character has died? Not one of these smaller characters, no disrespect, but a main character like Glenn, Daryl, Rick. I mean, it's been a while. So for them to kill Abraham is just kind of pathetic. Especially if they're gonna make us wait till the next season to see who dies. Really, they're gonna make us wait that long just to see Abraham, the biggest, strongest man in that group. They're gonna make us wait that long just to see the biggest guy get beat with the bat. No, they're gonna make us see Glenn get beat, and they're gonna shock a lot of people. And I think it's not just gonna be a 5-second thing where we see Glenn get beat, dead. I think it's gonna be much longer. It's gonna at least last a few minutes. And they're going to make us watch the whole thing, and maybe Maggie's going to be screaming, Abraham's going to try to help, but Glenn, I think, is going to die, and I am 95% sure that Glenn is going to die. That kind of looks like a walker, doesn't it?
Oh God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I have no idea what that is. Okay, the point is Glenn's gonna die. I'm pretty confident that Glenn is gonna die. If you think my theory is stupid, please let me know. I really think this is a great theory. I think that The Walking Dead, I mean AMC would not make it that easy for people to figure out who was killed. They're not going to make it as easy as just looking at pictures of the filming of season 7. Oh, they're not going to make it that easy. They're not going to make it easy enough to be able to look at the trailer and see a leaf in the top right corner and say, oh, Negan's in front of a tree. Abraham is this position. There's 2 guys in the back. Oh, he's definitely going to kill it. They're not going to make it that easy. Okay, if anything, they're going to play around with the positions and stuff like that just to mess with your head. I think this is a more, I don't know, I can't explain it. I think this is a theory that makes more sense when you think about it. Think about the show, not all of it. Like, don't think too technically about it. Don't think about, oh, don't try to count his words like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, positions and all that stuff. I think that would be far too easy. I think you need to look at the story behind the show to predict. I think that gives you the best opportunity. And here, when you think about it, this is the perfect chance for Glenn to die, for AMC to shock everyone, because everyone thinks Glenn is safe, pretty much. Pretty much anyone I've talked to thinks Abraham is dead, or that Abraham and Glenn are dead, or that multiple characters are dead. I think that killing Glenn is big enough, and I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any comments, I would love to read them.
You fucking loser, you could have just said that relationships don't last in The Walking Dead, and that Glenn and Maggie are the last strong relationship that hasn't ended yet.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.